The Leviathan Resistance, our opposition is given. We're driven and listen to the spirit of our decision. Discerning good and evil requires heavenly wisdom. So when he visits, it's like every minute we're getting in it. The Leviathan Resistance, our opposition is given. We're driven and listen to the spirit of our decision. Discerning good and evil requires heavenly wisdom. The mission opposed the dragon was issued from who was risen now. General biblical weapon, repping the Christ. He restored my sight and gave me the way, the truth, and the life. Gave me the right to fight the dragon with all of my might. He got me hyped to the point that I'll be revealing his light. If he didn't, then I wouldn't even think about stepping. But the Holy Spirit is living within me 24/7. The God I worship and fellowship with says I'm forgiven. To the day I lay in my grave and stay forever in heaven. The devil will keep tempting me right where I don't wanna be, to stop me growing properly for God and live in jealousy. He will always be hating my new creation tendencies, especially me confessing that Jesus is my majesty. Strengthen me to fend off the formidable enemy. Lyrically speaking, for God will poison the adversary who's physically trying to kill me, man, spiritually and mentally. To stop my ministry for the Lord and touch people musically. The Leviathan Resistance, our opposition is given. We're driven and listen to the spirit of our decision. Discerning good and evil requires heavenly wisdom. So when he visits, it's like every minute we're getting in it. The Leviathan Resistance, our opposition is given. We're driven and listen to the spirit of our decision. Discerning good and evil requires heavenly wisdom. The mission opposed the dragon was issued from who was risen now. I'll be given orders to confess my God's enormous. To read his word, tell the world he inspired reporters. To have faith in what they state and I say whose story's the tallest. But to know that when he comes back, he's taking his sons and daughters who proclaimed his name to every corner, over flooding all the borders. Learn that he's the living water and always adore us. He sorted out my life despite all of my spite. That's right, me and him tight. I stepped out and into the light. He's the lamp unto my path. When it's dark, we both ignite. When I'm attacked, he's got my back in the spiritual fight. So I glock back my weapon. James chapter 4:7. Recite what is written. Temptation gone in a second. I know what I'm facing. Satan's always hating, waiting for my slip up to make false accusations. I'm saying all the verses that counteract his curses, that got his demons beaten, dying in otherworldly hearses. The Leviathan Resistance, our opposition is given. We're driven and listen to the spirit of our decision. Discerning good and evil requires heavenly wisdom. So when he visits, it's like every minute we're getting in it. The Leviathan Resistance, our opposition is given. We're driven and listen to the spirit of our decision. Discerning good and evil requires heavenly wisdom. The mission opposed the dragon was issued from who was risen now.